Hi, how are you all? I hope you are well. I don't like speaking or being seen speaking in camera. Surprisingly, for a woman who actually studied drama, was supposed to be an actress. Perhaps maybe that's why I only made it to EastEnders and end from there. Good morning, or is it good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. How are you all? I hope you are well. This short man called Ban Ki-moon has absolutely got on my nerves so much this week. And he's on my thought big time. I mean, I know the man is a friend of Emmanuel Jal, so I'd like to ask, has Emmanuel Jal taught Ban Ki-moon how to take Banki? Why on earth would he recommend that IDP should be removed from Bor and from Juba to be taken to the area where it's controlled by rebel leader Bin Laden of South Sudan, Riek Machar? Where on earth do you recommend that human beings should be used as a human shield? They should be used as code. It's called code in Dinka. Why would he recommend that they need to be put over there? Yes, we know there are a lot of people who support Riek, or put it in a simple word, who are rebel within the UN camp. Yes, we know there are people who are refusing to move from UN camp until this slogan of Kiir must go has come to it has happened. And yes, we know there are people who come out to even go to work and to go shopping and to visit their houses in Juba, and at night they will go back into the UN camp. That is their protest. That is their campaign of the Kiir must go. They support Riek, and they're not happy with Kiir or government, and they will do anything to damage the image of Ross, they will do anything, is all I can say. But I do not expect UN to come with such a comment. That's really, really annoyed me this week. Truly annoyed me. It makes no sense. It truly, truly makes no sense. Taking them to Riek area, youth definitely will automatically, as soon as they come on out, they would join rebel area. I mean, rebel group. So if I have telephone of Ban Ki-moon, I would have called him, and I still want to call him. And what I'd like him to do in the next flight that UN is meant to be taking food, he should also add a lot of shovel. He should add a lot of shovel to be put somewhere in a container room in South Sudan. For next time when he think of the unthinkable ideas, then what he need to do is actually call his staff in UN area in South Sudan and say, please bury those South Sudanese people alive. There's no need to actually wait for us to die, because we're dying slowly, slowly, slowly each day. So if he's coming up with the ideas that are going to contribute to more death in South Sudan, he should just be bold enough and say, let's bury them alive. It doesn't make sense. The man is on my very, very last nerve. I appreciate the government decision to reject such an idea, because that is what real government would do. That is what a responsible government would do. You're not only protecting the citizen, you're protecting the interests of vulnerable citizens who are angry, sad, confused, depressed. There are even some of them that have said that, you know what, we rather die than to be here in UN camp. If those people do not have psychology treatment, if Ban Ki-moon do not have any psychiatrist on the ground to help our people who are going through such a tough time, then he just needs to shut up. He simply needs to shut up. And those who are mad enough to want to join Riek, nobody is stopping you from coming out in UN camp. Nobody is stopping you. If you want to risk your life, then join Riek. Life is full of choices. The difference is we all choose carefully of what road we take in life. So any mad person who is over 25 years old, by the way, if they want to join Riek, come on out in UN camp and walk. UN will not have a mandate to stop you from saying, no, you cannot leave our premises. Don't tell them you're going to join Riek. call Riak. Come on out in UN camp and go to Riak area and leave everybody alone in there. Anybody that is in there who want to be safe should stay. What exactly was he thinking? How much more division can happen in South Sudan? Are we not divided enough? Do we need silly foreign to come and divide it us further? Is there anywhere in South Sudan that any rightful citizen with the right mind should say that we're going to have this area for Nuer, this area for Denka, this area for Bali, this area for Shuluk, this area for all kinds of our 64 tribes? No, South Sudan belongs to all South Sudanese. Time will heal. Our Nuer cousins are extremely mad. Let's give them time to heal, but let not fuel it. Let not give them a stupid suggestion where they feel, okay, well, if we're going to be in a Nuer area, we're going to be safe. Nonsense. In Warab State, in where I come from, there are a lot of Nuer there and they're safe. A lot of Nuer who actually come from Riak area are in Warab State, and nobody has harmed them. Government can and have said that if the UN want to move the Nuer people in the UN camp from Juba or Bor into different area of South Sudan, yes, they would be happy to find a location within our other 7 states. They could easily be moved there, but not to the rebel area. Definitely not to the rebel area. And government, why is your foreign policy so weak? Why are your ambassadors so very, very weak? Why are you very weak in diplomatic relations? How exactly are you going to be a government when you haven't addressed those issues where you need to be strong on it? How many of your ambassadors have degrees? How many of your ministers have degrees? How many people in parliament that actually should retire? Those elders who are sleeping nothing like cats in the parliament on a daily basis without addressing proper issues that are affecting South Sudanese across South Sudan. Exactly why are they there? Who said being a civil servant is forever job title until when you're over 70? Those men need to be taking their grandchildren, and those women need to be taking their grandchildren to a park. They need book a troj pan monjang bigala pon known. They need to be given I don't know, something where they would reach youth with positive ideas, but they need to retire. Why have you still got many of them on payroll, Kiir? What exactly are they doing in there? Speaking of payroll, when exactly are you going to look at your advisors? And I mean look at them seriously. Many of them are advising you in so many wrong on a daily basis, and they do not look good on you or whole South Sudan. Your legacy is remarkable. You want to destroy it by surrounding yourself with men and women who are advising you wrong. Those who are actually not doing their job, they are fighting every day in order to stay in job. And by that, they're not doing their job properly. When are you going to look at them, Kiir? Many of them need to retire. I keep saying this, and you have never, or any of your staff have never actually challenged me to say exactly who you're accusing here of, in order for me to point them out and to give them why do I think this individual is fit to be at home, to be in park. What exactly can over 70-something men who cannot advise you positively still do in government, and why are they still on payroll? Kiir, that is corruption. You don't pay somebody to do nothing. It's wrong. Get rid of them. Get rid of them and employ strong, intelligent women. Speaking of women, congratulations, by the way. Some of my sisters have graduated recently in America with PhD. Women with PhD, those are the women you need. Intelligent women with common sense, whether they have GCSE, whether they have A-level, whether they have no qualification, as long as they're making sense, those are the people you need to be in your government. because your government is government of people. You need to look at the SPLM mandate. You need to look up exactly what is SPLM stand for. What exactly did you guys promise us as people of South Sudan years ago? You need to look at them, because clearly I really believe that you have forgotten them, believe it or not. I believe that you have been busy with war. You're under a lot of stress. I acknowledge that. You are doing well, but you could do more. And to do more, you need to remove those who are not performing behind you, because when they're not performing, it means you are not performing. Get rid of them. Get rid of them and ensure that your staff who you have sent out to represent South Sudan study the foreign countries' policies where they are and bring that back to us. You don't send people away to just go and sit there and visit the prime minister or the president of that country and do very less. You don't do that. You need also to tell your ambassadors that your wives need to be working for South Sudan. You don't send them on a lifetime holiday for a country for 4 years where they're going to sit there still knitting malaya. For what reason, Kiir? For what? Everybody that is employed in South Sudan, whether a man or a woman, their partners need to work toward helping children of South Sudan. What exactly has ambassador's wife done? What have they done? I don't remember ever reading anything that ambassador's wife have got together and do something. Who said that ambassador's wife should only work in bedroom department, opening their leg on a nightly or daily basis? Who said that? How many others ambassadors' wives across the world that are working very hard for their country? So what makes your ambassador's wife work only in bedroom department? Why? Why are they still holding this ideology that women of South Sudan should only be known and acknowledged in childbearing? Is that the only thing that women of us could do? Push babies? Any man who's gone to any country with their wives need to help and to work for children of South Sudan. And that means they need to network with the president's wives, wherever they are, prime minister's wife, others ambassadors' wives. They need to be grouping and explaining the issues affecting our people in South Sudan. They need to be returning back to South Sudan and visit the Nuer women in UN camp. Your wife, by the way, Mama Yandid, I respect you very much, but you also need to visit the women in UN camp. Kiir yourself, you need to visit our troop. Wherever they are, you need to visit them. It's called morale boostment. You need to visit the SPLA soldiers, wherever they are, to thank them, to tell them you are defending the Constitution and I appreciate you. You need to visit the widows. And the widows need to be paid. Their children still need to be in school. Mama Yandid, don't even go anywhere. I'm not asking you to come with sugar or rice or salt. Do not go anywhere with such a thing to any UN camp where there are Nuer women, because they are very angry at the moment. And you're not going there to deliver shit gifts. You're going there to cry with them. You're going there to acknowledge their pain. Same thing for ambassador's wife. Nuer people in UN camp need to be reached out. They need to be reached out, because the only person that is reaching them out big time at the moment are rebels. They're being brainwashed in UN camp by rebels. If your staff were already in those UN camp doing positive work, next time when the rebel phone call land in that UN camp, they're going to say, you know what, our president and his wife and ambassador's wife are doing very well for us. If you visit them and tell them everybody is safe, those people who come out in Juba and then later on go back inside to their camp, they might think, okay, hold on a minute. The other day when our leader visited us and talked to us, he has raised a few bullet points, so I am fully safe to be sleeping in my house tonight instead of going back to UN camp. UN is using South Sudan in many levels. Our resources, they have their eyes on. Iran is involved in war in South Sudan, and clearly we all know that North Sudan is highly behind Riek Machar. But you need to wake up. Your government need to wake up because your people support you. Your citizens support you. But you need to do more. What you're doing at the moment is good enough, but it's just not good enough. You absolutely need to do more to reach our people. You need to speak to White Army, wherever they are, because that's what a leader do. I'm still waiting, Kiir. It's been a long time, President. I still have not heard any deepest condolences or deepest apologies to the families who have lost their loved one in this madness war in South Sudan, because that is what a leader do. You saying sorry, it is not acknowledgement that yes, what Riek Machar claimed that it was you who want to get rid of Nuer. I do not believe that for a minute. But for you to say sorry to them is a human thing that it need to happen. It need to be done. And wherever there is an issue, wherever there's somebody hurt within South Sudan, if you were with a strong, intelligent network team behind you, they would have picked it up. I pick things up in social media on a daily basis, and I'm not in South Sudan. I arrived in UK in 1995, and I have never returned back to South Sudan. Yet, I am aware of exactly what is going on in South Sudan. If the team behind you were aware of what's going on, you would be able to condemn it, to apologize, and to reach the people who are suffering. It is a human kindness to reach people. That's what a leader do. You need to lead us in different level. I will stop here. I was pissed off with Ban Ki-moon, but I still strongly believe, and I'm very disappointed that you have not visited our troop, and your wife, I have not seen her in UN camp yet. And like I said, do not go with any cheap sugar. UN is already giving those, so there's no need. All you need to do is stand up. Cry with women of Nuer. Cry with Denka women. Cry with Shuluk women. I'll stop here. And those of you in government, by the way, when I ring you or when I inbox you or when I email you with issues that are concerning, you get back to me and say, thank you for your concern. It is a wind up. So please, next time when you respond back to me, do not say that to me. I find that incredibly rude and offensive. Thank you for your concern. How very rude. I am concerned. I'm a citizen of Ross. My father died for this country. And things that I see happening in Ross now, they are not the reason I lost my fathers, my two brothers, and many other of my families. They are not the reason. We want a country where people are free to express themselves. Human rights activists need to be able to speak, even if they stand outside Kiir office on a daily basis to express themselves. Yes, let them speak, because this is what they do here in number 10 Downing Street in London. You see them standing outside, even sleeping outside the Buckingham Palace. Sorry, not Buckingham Palace, the Houses of Parliament. Every time when I pass by there, they're outside in their tents. And nobody would arrest them, chase them, abuse them, none of that. Why? Because that is a freedom. I am fed up of hearing that journalist is being arrested, human rights activist is being arrested, the opposition leader is arrested. Or even picking on a man who has already got his own issues, Dr. Lama Kol. The recent thing I heard that somebody was waiting outside his house with a black car. Why? Leave him in there. The only thing he's going to do is ring journalists. He's going to ring the international media and say, oh, I am under house arrest. Leave him alone. Tell your staff to leave citizen alone. And again, if they're looking for a criminal, give them my number, 0208. Actually, no, I'm going to give my mobile, 07745888158. Give your so-called intelligent staff my telephone number so they can call me and I will point out the real criminal who are leading in your government. Some of them are your advisors. Some of them are your ministers. Let your so-called the national security team call me and I will give them the name of who I think that need to be arrested and questioned. It's simple as that. What exactly country would a leader have people who are wrong next to him and the innocent are the one being banged up on a daily basis, arrested? Many things are going wrong. Orphan children are suffering. Some of their mothers have been reduced to sleeping with your ministers in order to survive, in order to buy food. Is that right? Is that what their fathers died for? Is that what our heroes died for? For any Denka woman, Nuer women, or any women of South Sudan to become sex worker in order to pay for food? You need to address the fuel shortage, President, and you need to address the shortness of water. I support you with what is right, and I will not stop speaking when I see things going wrong. Deal with your ambassadors and deal with the international community. And above all, deal with Ban Ki-moon. Deal with Ban Ki-moon. That short guy, if I was in South Sudan, I would have lowered him a long time ago in the mouth of crocodile in River Nile. That's how I felt when I heard what he said the other day. Anyway, I'll stop here. Love and peace. It's Tenkashia. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.